The most fundamental parts of Minecraft are its crafting, day-night cycle, and its tools. However, these all came a year after the game was first released. So how did these things begin, and how did the game turn from a basic building game to a survival world building sandbox? Well, this all happened in the year 2010, and today we're going to look at the timeline and story of the year that shaped Minecraft. Before I begin, this video is going to be a little different from what I've done before, since it's going to be a timeline. We will start in late 2009 and go all the way to the end of 2010. And with this all being said, let us begin. I won't talk about Minecraft in 2009 in detail in this video since I already made a video about it, so check that out if you want a deeper dive. But to quickly recap, on May 17, 2009, Minecraft was first released on the TIG source forums by Notch, and with the introduction of multiplayer 2 weeks later started the Classic phase of Minecraft. Classic was solely creative without flying, and would see Minecraft's first servers, mods, and texture packs. On September 1st, Notch would start Survival Test. This was an extremely basic version of survival mode, since the only thing that made it separate from Classic was that there were hearts and mobs. There was no crafting and mining at this point, and Survival Test and Classic would go on as a whole until December 23rd when the game entered Indev. The first edition of Indev was a lighting system, and this would be the last update to have creative mode till nearly 2 years later in late 2011. Minecraft's total player base at this time is around 100,000 users, though a third of them are most likely alts and bots. And with that, our story begins. On New Year's 2010, Minecraft would enter survival mode, and the next week after that would see its first custom worlds. These were floating islands and hell. Floating islands was, well, a world of floating islands, and hell was a world of lava and darkness. 3 days later on January 10th, Minecraft's first tools were added, which were all iron, and water flowing was added 3 days later. The next update would come on January 24th when chests, bows, and the Indev house was added. The Indev house was a house where players would spawn in and contain numerous useful items, and was the first generated structure in Minecraft's history. 4 days later on January 28th, the game would change forever with the introduction of crafting, wood and stone and iron tools, and all the original ores being added. Minecraft was now officially able to be played in survival mode. On February 6th, wheat and seeds were added to the game, which allowed players to make their own farms. On February 10th, the first multi-part survival series was uploaded by Severnus12. The day after this, the day-night cycle was added to the game, once again completely changing the gameplay. Armor would be added the day after this, and on February 19th, furnaces, pork chops, and third person were added to the game. A week later, on February 27th, the game was massively scaled back to add infinite world generation, removing things such as trees, dynamic lighting, and more. They would return a month later, but this officially starts Infdev phase of development. During this, a player by the name of Brisby169 started a series on Indev. This series, starting on March 5th, would go on for 40 parts, making it the first playthrough series from world creation to the player quitting. However, it had no live commentary, so it's not the first Let's Play. Not much would really happen from March to May in terms of development, as Notch worked to redo a lot of the coding to make infinite world generation work properly, and he would re-add features that were removed over the next couple of months. The biggest highlights in this time were in the community, when on April 4th, an animator by the name of Schnitzel Killer released a Blender plugin that allowed people to animate their skins, and this would see Minecraft's first community animations. A month later, on May 12th, Beast Everything would upload the first true Minecraft Let's Play called Let's Play Indev. This 28-episode series would start kind of a first wave of survival series players, with other channels such as Unjust Gnome, Dutch, and The Warlamine all making series getting tens of thousands of views. This would be crucial for what would happen in the next couple of months. Finally, on June 7th, Minecraft would see a new update adding doors, signs, and ladders. The game would over the next couple of weeks start to leave Infdev as Notch made the final touches to the world generation. During this, he would start to release Secret Friday updates, adding new things without telling people. These new things were minecarts, mob spawners, dungeons, and more. And by June 30th, the game had sold over 25,000 copies, with the total player count being over 200,000. On June 30th, the game would officially leave Infdev, starting the alpha phase of development. All saves from Indev and Infdev were unable to be used in alpha, basically wiping all players' worlds and starting a completely new chapter in Minecraft's history. 3 days later, on July 2nd, Bobby Ursulek would release the first Minecraft original song that was not in the soundtrack. This song would help kickstart Minecraft's music scene. Later that day, redstone would be added, as with iron doors and pressure plates. And literally hours later, 2 users on the Minecraft forums named Dark7G and MCFU user 5745 creates a post explaining the entire logic for redstone and making the first redstone clocks. The first redstone showcases would show up on YouTube shortly after on July 3rd, and for the first few days, it would be referred to as wiring by the community, since the redstone own name was not coined till July 7th. Over the next 3 weeks, sugarcane, bricks, books, ice, snow, cows, boats, and cactuses were all added to the game. And on July 26th, Notch, who had already been privately testing multiplayer, finally allowed people to join the test server. And this would be the first time Minecraft had multiplayer in 8 months, and would be the foundation for Minecraft's multiplayer today. Minecraft at this point probably sat at around 50,000 copies sold and over 250,000 registered players. 3 days later, on July 29th, a YouTuber by the name of Paul Soares Jr. uploaded Minecraft's Tutorial 1, How to Survive Your First Night. This video was different from any of the other Let's Plays mentioned before, since it was meant to teach and guide the player through the game. It would be instantly successful, getting hundreds of thousands of views. A day later, chickens, eggs, music discs, jukeboxes, and more were all added to the game, but Minecraft would once again change forever on August 4th. Game-wise, fire and fences were added, but most importantly, multiplayer was officially released, allowing for servers to be created and people to play with their friends. But on YouTube, a user by the name of DavidAngel64 released a Let's Play by the name of X Adventures in Minecraft. This series, which had very good audio quality, good creativity, and taught the basics of the game, would explode in popularity, getting hundreds of thousands of views. Soon after this, YouTube just exploded with Minecraft Let's Plays, some of the most famous being Welcome to Minecraft by CNanners, Co's Quest by CoStar, and many, many more. It would even spread outside the English space, with YouTubers such as Minecraft Poland, Ruppelhut1, and Gronk making series in their native languages of Polish, Russian, and German. Minecraft was now everywhere on the internet, and this was proven by numerous viral videos reaching the top of YouTube, and creepypastas such as Herobrine being created on August 30th. However, not much would happen game development wise, since in September the only thing added was sneaking and compasses, but the game itself in terms of sales was doing incredible, having hundreds of thousands of sales, and Notch chose to fully make his own game studio. On YouTube, more animations, music videos, and short films were released, now getting millions of views. And numerous servers would start to gain popularity at this time, such as Nerd.nu, Minecraft.dk, and more, all having hundreds of active players daily. In October, the previously mentioned Hell was renamed to the Nether and was officially added to survival with the Nether portal. But most importantly, grass and leaves were changed in shade from a bright green to a natural green. This change made the game look completely different, and to many signals the true end of Alpha. However, Alpha would at least officially continue on for another 2 months till December 20th, when the game officially entered beta. By this point, the community was making texture packs such as DokuCraft that completely changed the game while keeping the original feel, and also made mods such as Mo Creatures, which made the game far more expansive. And most importantly, the game was now being watched by millions of people worldwide and was nearing 1 million copies sold. Overall, 2010 was the year that shaped Minecraft into what it is today. The year started with Minecraft in its most basic state, with only having a handful of blocks and only breaking and placing. But throughout the year, it would evolve with new mechanics, features, world generation, and most important of all, a sizable community that turned it into a true survival world building sandbox. And thus is the story of the year that shaped Minecraft. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you are new to the channel, like and subscribe, and if you already are, like and share. Have a good day, and goodbye.